So, Paul Mashatile says that he is ready to serve. He's ready to be the president of South Africa. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, welcome to another episode. As you probably already figured that today we're going to be talking about Paul Mashatile. But before we get right into it, let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Zizipolo Pelwane. Welcome to Simple Politics. What a time to be alive, guys. What a time to be alive. You know, what a time to be woke. So welcome to Simple Politics. South Africa is a movie, guys, and you know, if you can't beat them, join them. Don't be left behind. So the deputy president, Paul Mashatile, he says that he's ready to serve. I don't know if not he's ready to serve because he is serving. He's currently the deputy president. But he's just saying that, he's always ready to serve. Like he's always ready to accept the calling and take whatever deployment is given or whatever mandate or whatever, I'm missing the right word, but whatever task he's given to do, he's gonna carry it out. Yeah, well, that's what it means. So, as we all know, Ramaphosa said that he's not coming back after 2027. And in 2027, the ANC is having their national elective conference. So that's where they're gonna elect the new president. So if Ramaphosa was running to be the president again, he stood a chance to be elected to continue to be the president, but he said that he's not going to. So, meaning that in 2027, after the ANC's elective conference, which will probably be in December, meaning that the new president will be instated in 2028, maybe around February, March kind of vibe. Yeah, so the question was, Paul Mashatile, because I'm deputy president, is he, like, would he want to be the president? What you, of course. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Paul Mashatile walk. Ungathi izithende zakhe azikwazi nyathela. I'm gonna try my level best to attach the video of Paul Mashatile here when he walks. Hey, I'm gonna try to attach his video here when he walks so that you guys can see for yourself. Anyway, let me get to the interesting stuff. I don't want to waste time. So personally, Paul Mashatile was never in my radar before he became the deputy president. I don't know if it's because maybe I was not really following politics that much in the past. So, and also because because in the past I was never following politics that much. But Fikile Mbalula and Diabazi, you know, like I know them. But Paul Mashatile, like nothing. I've never ever heard anything about him until I started to be really into politics. That's the time then I got to, even when I got to know him right now, I can't tell you about Paul Mashatile. He once said, I can't tell you what he once said at all. So I didn't know much about him. So I actually went to Google him. And I actually did quite an interesting exercise, which I'm going to tell you now. So I went to check his bio and checked how old is he. So he's currently 62 years old. And he was the Treasurer General before. He was also in the olden days once the Premier of Gauteng. The reason I'm going to his CV, it's because there has been talks, Uguti Fikile Mbalula is also gonna run for president. Remember, Fikile Mbalula is young, and Fikile Mbalula has got a good CV. Fikile Mbalula has been in politics, like I even think even Julius Malema, when Julius Malema joined and he became the president of the ANC Youth League, Fikile Mbalula was a ANC Youth League president before. Fikile Mbalula was the ANC president from 2004 to 2008. So Fikile Mbalula has been in politics for a long time. His CV is intact. We might underestimate him and say we are trying to tell him to say talent and stuff, but his CV is intact. So, and also remember, now there's also another factor of the GNU, which might kind of work against Fikile. It depends on how much the ANC is behind Fikile. But also Fikile is young, there's so many things I can remember about Fikile when he was Minister of Transport. Like Fikile has been in the eye, and I feel like the younger generation might maybe prefer Fikile Mbalula over Upom Mashatile Mdala, guys. I don't know if you've seen him when he walk. I've actually seen him face to face as well. He's currently doing a project where he's going to churches and going around province. So he went to my church earlier this year. He went to my church, and he's all akamdalanga, but like I feel like he's not in a good state, man. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, that's my opinion. Don't come for me. So my point is Fikile Mbalula has got quite a good CV, but now what has ruined him or maybe jeopardized him a little bit, EGNU. Then Panyaza came into the mix. And the reason Panyaza came into the mix, it's because he sort of showed some force in terms of not allowing the DA to co-govern with them in Gauteng. So Panyaza stood up, and this day he was doing a press conference. He was wearing a shirt that says, "Don't kill Chris Hani again." And obviously, if you follow Chris Hani and how he was killed, obviously Chris Hani was for black people. So Panyaza sent out a strong message, but he also resisted. He resisted the temptation, and he defied the government of national unity, and went a different route into government, and he did not include the DA. Well, he did include them. He called them originally, but the DA wanted to, they wanted to dictate how many positions they should get, what should happen and what should not happen. So Panyaza was like, it's either you join or you don't join. You don't call the shots here. And the DA walked away. So because of that, people, obviously, they sort of have a soft spot for Panyaza. I mean, I was also very impressed. I posted a lot of videos on TikTok, for example, saying, "Oh my God, I'm so impressed with Panyaza. Like that's just the way to go." And because we were all pissed about the DA, it seems like they wanted to control everything, So Panyaza resisting, it really showed that, okay, we still have people with a backbone. So Panyaza resisting, he showed some backbone that we didn't seem to see with Fikile. Obviously, Fikile yebo. But again, I've checked the CV Panyaza because I wanted to see when did he join, wara. And as far as I can see, my phone is far now. As far as I can see, Panyaza is 56 years old. Panyaza is 56. Fikile Mbalula is 55. But Fikile has got a long resume. Panyaza, I only saw him getting into the mix in 2014. Which would mean that Fikile has got a stronger CV and more experience than Panyaza. Because also remember, Panyaza has never been a minister. He's now premier. He's premier of Gauteng. Obviously, Fikile has had ministerial positions as needs. He's been a president of the Youth League, so he's got quite a strong resume. So, but does that matter when it comes to the elective conference? Does that matter? Is the impact that Panyaza has done resisting the DA enough to get? Because now people were also starting to say Panyaza will also contest for president. Panyaza can also contest for president. That's what they said. And they said that if he does, he sort of represents the radical left in the ANC, which is what the ANC has lost. And it bonke bacenga Helen Zille. So if Panyaza can contest the presidency naye, yeah, but as much as his resume is not strong, but and also Upanyaza speaks a lot of sense compared to Fikile, to be honest. Upanyaza, I can see him as a president actually, because he's got the onesdima, he speaks sense, ukubone like ungumntu onesdima. Ufikile niyamazi ba yi-joke. Paul Mashatile, and yes, andimva wethu Paul Mashatile, to be honest. Like, I just feel like he's got a weak personality. Yeah, so I feel like if Panyaza would be president, he would also attract the youth. Yeah, because the youth believes in Panyaza, especially when he gave them jobs and then he took them away. But the youth believes in Panyaza. Yeah, but I don't know if he's got a good enough resume to get him there. But if Ubabekwe up, if there's Paul Mashatile, of course, Paul Mashatile has got comrades from the olden days who are obviously going to do everything in their power to get him to be president because they come from afar. Yeah, and obviously, if he becomes president, i-ministers zakhe zindala uzawuzenza ministers. Yeah, whereas if Upanyaza become president, of course, ministers is Panyaza, they're going to be young people. Yeah, so obviously, there are a lot of people that are gonna support Paul Mashatile because they know him from a long time ago. Of course, they're gonna try and keep relationships. Okubon. So and then obviously Fikile naye is well known by so many people, and Fikile Mbalula sort of has an advantage according to me because he knows the older generation. He knows the older generation. Fikile knows them. He knows the younger generation as well. So Fikile, he's like that he's sort of in between. He can definitely win the youth, the younger youth. He can also win abantu abadala. So because so I kind of feel like Fikile has got such an upper hand, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I feel like he's got such an upper hand because he appeals to all ages. And as comrades, yamazi from like even when Oju or Zuma wayesebenza nabo, Fikile is just like Umalema. Umalema knows a lot of people in the political sphere because he's worked with them. Yes, he was younger, but he has worked with them. They know him. He knows them. He knows how they operate. They know how he operates. Bayazani ngqondo. Uyamazi noFikile lo, they were very close. Julius Malema noFikile, they were very, very, very close. As a result, I don't know if it was Fikile Mbalula or Julius Malema who was telling the story, saying that me and Fikile were inseparable. The fact that we don't talk now, or siyagezelana, okanye mhlambi, like we are on opposite sides, it's crazy because we were inseparable. We used to sleep in the same bed. Like they were so close. Obviously, it's politics, and they are working for different parties. So obviously, they can't be best friend because you step me in the back, I have to come for you. Yeah, but that kind of vibe. So my point is, Fikile is uyaziwa man, yebo. But my problem with Fikile is I don't know if he's matured enough to be a president. Yebo. But maybe he can mature in the position, could be, but I just don't know if he's matured enough. I don't know. Like, let me know what you think, guys. If you were to choose the president between Paul Mashatile, I'm gonna attach their pictures. Paul Mashatile, Fikile Mbalula, or Panyaza Lesofi. Who would you go for? Remember, Paul Mashatile, they are the older generation, and I don't want us to discard the older generation. I was thinking here the other day, saying, yes, as much as we say we don't want old people to be in our cabinets and stuff, they play an essential role. Those were the people that were in the struggle. Those were the people that know ukuthi abantu abamhlophe basicinezele kangakanani. Those are the people that have got the stories to tell. Uyayibona? So we kind of need them sometimes to remind us of how far we've come. Other than getting us, Forum Zegele Youth, to lead, and we've got no experience whatsoever of the past, we've only things that we've heard. So obviously it strikes different from getting someone who has experienced that, who has experienced the exile, and someone who is born and is soft life. Yeah, but so yeah, guys, anyway, I didn't want to make this video long. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know whose side you're on. Let me know which side you're on. And also, if you are a returning subscriber, guys, thank you so much for watching my content. If you are seeing me for the first time, please do subscribe. It's free, guys. At the bottom there is a subscribe button. Click on that button and subscribe. It's free of charge. And also, guys, at the bottom, at the bottom of my video, there is 3 dots there. Click on those 3 dots. You're gonna see a thank you sign with $1. Click on that thank you sign with $1, guys, and buy me coffee. For all the work that I do, I deserve it. I deserve it, guys. I deserve it. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. It's always good to be back. It's always good to engage with you guys in the comment section. You guys always come through. I might not reply to all the comments, but I see your comments and I love them. So keep on engaging and let me know what you think, guys. Aluta, continua. Anyway, before I close this, I'm just remembering something. Do you think when a new president resumes or takes place now, do you think ukuthi the ANC might grow? Do you think if Fikile Mbalula or like Panyaza Lesufi takes charge and become president, do you think the ANC has got a chance of growing again since there's a new dynamic and a new leader? Do you think they've got a chance of growing again? And anyway, Paul Mashatile in his interview said that when there's a new president elected, some of the people might leave the GNU, the partners might leave. That is about DA, obviously. But the show will still go on. Oh, but the show will still go on. So it's gonna be interesting because GNU ibanjwe nguRamaphosa. Ramaphosa yaphasala yonke lanto. Yocenga abantu abamhlophe. nguRamaphosa peanut butter yabo. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I love you. Aluta, continua. I'll see you next time, guys.